Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the channel. This is Lunar Goddess Tarot. I'm back with another video as promised. It is Saturday, February 12th. I hope that you're doing well wherever you are in this world. And those of you who have just found my channel, who are new, I am a light worker, a star seed, and I happen to be a divine feminine, part of a twin flame connection. And I am here to support, to guide, and I do readings for the collective or anyone on the ascension journey, on the ascension path. You can apply this to your inner feminine, your inner masculine. Just a few quick notices before we hop right into the reading, the card portion of the reading. If you're looking for individual support, please check out my community tab here on the channel, and what you'll find there are services we just added about a week ago. There's a twin flame check, there's a 20-minute call, which is a discovery call, then there's a flame call, which is a 40-minute call that includes a healing as well as individualized coaching. And it's basically, those services provide a taste of what it's like to work with us. And also we have our next group coaching program launching in April 2022 here. So the early bird registration will be open in early March. And otherwise, we look forward to seeing you guys on the channel. Thank you so much for your support. We just ask for a like, a share, a subscribe to really support the work that we're doing. And I'm going to get right into the card portion of the reading. So if you're in the live chat, go ahead, introduce yourself, let everyone know where you're from and why you're here. Ask for the support that you need. We have some incredible moderators. A few of the moderators are actually a part of my current coaching program and will be more than happy to assist as they've ascended very rapidly on their individual journeys through the 6-month coaching program, and they're more than happy to help, to assist, and to share information about the program as well as about their experiences in the journey. We're going to start with the Kipper deck here. Yeah, this is so interesting. This High Honor card wants to come out over and over again. So what I see here is the masculines are wanting to come forward from a place of honor, okay? They're wanting to come forward and they're saying, I no longer want to come from that lower vibrational space of lust energy, or, you know, a lot of them have actually been jealous of the feminine's success and the feminine's ascent. And it's because what they haven't seen is the unraveling the feminine went through, just like they're going through now, because she, and I'm using he or she just as just for the ease of the video, the ease of the purpose of the video, but obviously a masculine can be in a female body and a feminine can be in a male body. But what they haven't seen is the masculines did not see the feminines fall, because that tends to happen before she meets the masculine. So the feminine falls before she meets the masculine. And so they just see her ascending. They see her living abundantly. They see her, you know, seeming like she's living the good life, and she is living the good life, although she's also feeling the highs and the lows of his journey, and he doesn't quite realize that yet, but he's really opening up to that and starting to realize how connected you two are. So when he is becoming this man, this prestigious man of honor, he's stepping into the role of the emperor, of the divine masculine. He's becoming the king, right? My favorite, the King of Pentacles, bringing in stability, bringing in devotion and loyalty and commitment, as well as love and warmth and generosity. So I really, really love this. I love to see that for the masculines. Part of what the masculines are going through right now is you're both feeling each other very strongly, and the masculines are wondering, did I blow my chance? Did I blow my final chance to be with my feminine in this lifetime? They're just not sure right now, because there's so much silence between the two of you, and the feminine has really stood her ground in the sense that she hasn't allowed her boundaries to be walked on this time with the masculine. She's really set those firm boundaries and not wanting somebody to, not allowing somebody to walk all over them. Okay, so we have the bad health card. I feel that some of you have been going through some really challenging physical ascension symptoms. A lot of this is, and we talk about this in the group, which is why it's so supportive to be part of the group, is not only do you get access to me within the chat, we have our own private group where you connect with other members of the group, you connect, you make friends, friends for life, and you're also able to have connection to me on an almost daily basis. I'm in there about 5 to 6 days a week. I try to take one day a week off. I'm answering questions, I'm providing support, I'm sharing aspects of my private journey, and everyone in the group is helping each other as well. So we share about these physical symptoms, and it makes you feel so much less alone on your journey to know that there are other people who are also experiencing this, and you get to find out why it's happening so you don't feel like you're going crazy. We've been through so much in the past 6 months on this twin flame journey, or if you're just watching and you're on the ascension journey, you likely have felt these physical ascension symptoms as well. And the masculines are not necessarily in the best of health at this time. And what's interesting, the irony of this is that the feminine could be feeling very high energy, very empowered, very abundant, and extremely healthy, really vibrant. So the feminine's coming through pretty vibrant. What I want to say about that is the energies are changing very rapidly. So earlier today, I talked about, a few hours ago when I posted the last video, I talked about the energy being flat and deflated for the feminines. It has shifted and changed as the day has gone on, as your interactions have happened with the outside world, and as you have started to really just tap into that internal energy, that internal lion. Your internal force. So the masculines are moving through some bad health, and I'd like to actually, I'm going to clarify with the same deck. I'd like to find out why. Why are the masculines moving through? This message of concern continues to come up. So what I feel like, okay, I've really done some meditating on this, and what I feel like the message of concern has to do with the masculine wanting to send a message out to the feminine. Are you still there? Are you okay? Because as he's moving through some of these physical symptoms, and finally for the first time for most of them feeling some of what you felt, they're being put in the place of the feminine. As the feminine went through her fall, she was alone. The masculine's going through his fall, and he feels like he's alone. And he's moving through his abandonment wounds to realize that you never abandoned him, but you allowed him, you gave him the gift of moving through this on his own so that he could come out the other side a more healed version of himself without that abandonment wound present that has jeopardized all of his relationships in the past, and that could have jeopardized his connection with you. We also see House and Lovers, which this is, the Lovers card has been coming up quite frequently in the readings I've done with this Kipper deck as well. So the masculine wants to send a message of concern and say, how are you doing? Because they're starting to feel these physical symptoms, and they're wondering if you're feeling it too. The other possibility is they're feeling what you're feeling, and they want to provide some soothing support and some comfort, whereas they may not have been able to do so in the past for whatever reason, but they freed themselves from those karmic situations, and they're able to provide that support. They're able to give you more of their time, and they really want to connect with you on that level. So there's definitely this is in their mind. They're like, it's a pacing energy. It's kind of an insomnia energy. So for those feminines who are not sleeping, your masculine wants to send a message. They want to reach out so desperately, but they're not feeling so great. But they're really striving to become that person that you know that they truly are. They want to be that right person for you and for themselves. So they want to send that message of concern to their lover, that's you, to their divine counterpart. And, for some of them, they're going to tell you, I bought a house and it's for us. Or they're going to tell you, I want to buy a house together, or I want to move to where you are. I want to move to your city. Would you welcome me with open arms if I move to your city? There's something to do with settling down here, making that commitment, whereas in the past, they were terrified of doing that. Terrified, because they thought that they would be locked in like they had in the past. And the feminine's sitting here saying, I'm not asking for a written contract. I'm not asking for marriage. I'm asking for your presence in my life. I'm asking for you to open your heart to me. Very different than what a karmic, is asking for. The feminine, you've got this very abundant energy coming in here. And what this is doing, this is the, I believe, Roman goddess Fortuna, or the Roman goddess or Greek goddess, one of the two, Fortuna. Yes, the masculine's right. He's watching you, and he's realizing, in the past he's been jealous of your abundance and your success, but he's realizing that, wow, she's a very successful woman. She's a self-made woman or a self-made man. You know, my feminine is, and they have a lot of respect for you. They truly have a lot of respect for what you've created for yourself, especially if you're self-employed, and they may have in the past kind of belittled what you've done, or they may have made fun of or ridiculed, or just in some way made you feel like you were less than them and that their job was more important, or their contribution to society was somehow higher than yours. They've really been humbled by that. And part of this is the bad health. Part of this is they're really starting to fall. And the fall is a good thing, because on the other side of that, you get to rebuild and recreate yourself. So feminine, you also have the community card in the official person. So there's something here with meeting somebody that's going to be important to you in your journey, somebody that has official status. And this is in part of your community. So this is going to be a community endeavor, or, you know, a play that you intend, or a restaurant that you like to go to. I really encourage you, feminines, to become more social at this time. The more social you can become, the more likely you are to continue moving forward into your great fortune, which is connected to your community this year. It's connected to meeting people of importance, meeting people in higher places who are willing and able to assist you, whether it's an investor that you need to invest in your company, it is expanding your business, it is in some way helping you work from home, shifting out of that corporate job, that corporate prison and workspace, and freeing your time. But there's somebody who really wants to come in and say, I can help you. You know, this person saying, I can help you. I can help you create what it is that you desire. But you have to get out there in the world, feminines. You have to stop being a hermit. I say that with love, because I've been a hermit myself many times in my life. And when you don't feel good, when you're moving through these physical symptoms, kind of why the masculine's hiding out right now. You don't want to be around anybody. You're just like, I feel like shit. I look like shit. I feel like shit. I don't want to be around anybody. I just want to be home, in bed. Don't want to have shit, you know, put on my face for anybody else. I just want to deal with what I'm dealing with. So yes, masculine and feminine appear to be in very different places in the physical world, but there's a reason for that. You're exactly where you need to be, guys. You're exactly where you need to be. Kudos and congratulations to both the masculine and the feminine. So the masculine definitely has got the Two of Cups coming up again, which, look, he's got the Lovers and the Two of Cups. It's basically the same card. I mean, the Lovers is considered a major arcana card in the tarot. This is not a tarot deck. And the Two of Cups is a minor arcana, but they're both, you know, it has to do with making a decision in love and making that commitment. And the recognition of self, the other self in you. Okay, the recognition that another self exists in my divine feminine. It's very important recognition, very important time in the masculine's life and in his journey for him to recognize exactly, that's ugly, I'm going to put that over that, exactly where he is and why he's here and what he's doing, what he's here to do and what he's here to accomplish. He's also got the Four of Swords, which tells us he is definitely on the path to healing. Okay, the Four of Swords is deep rest, rejuvenation, retreat, and healing. So if it feels like, you know, your connection has gone silent or quiet, or it's just you can't feel the vibration anymore, you feel nothing, which is pretty unlikely at this time. If you're feeling like I can't feel my counterpart at all, you might want to book a session with us, because we can help unlock what's going on. And it could be that instead of twisting, most counterparts are in the twisting phase right now. They're twisting very rapidly, leading to that the spiritual union, then the physical union. You may have stopped twisting. There may be some block that needs to be removed and unlocked, and we can assist you with that. We can assist you and help you move forward on your journey so that you can, we're not promising immediate, you know, communication in 3D, but what we're promising is an unblocking of the connection, which will lead to so much abundance for you, for the connection. It will eventually lead to that physical reconnection with the counterpart, the physical union. But this is for you, okay? This is your journey. The feminine's kind of over here, like, my mind is not really on love at the moment. Like, you're open to your masculine. You've done a lot of forgiveness work. You're feeling, you know, like you've forgiven him, they've forgiven you. But it's less about the physical world, I feel, for the feminine, or excuse me, the physical connection. You see that she's got the Ace of Swords here, the Ace of Voices. It tells me that she's in a place of really speaking her truth, enjoying speaking her truth more freely, more abundantly, and really letting go of the drama of what other people think or feel. You know, what other people have to say about her connection. The Page of Cups is a very kind of naive, youthful energy. It's not someone who's readily in a commitment stage or commitment place of their life. So it's interesting that the masculine's over here, ready to commit, moving through the healing process, and the feminine's the one saying, you know, I don't know, I've got a lot of options, I've got a lot on my plate, a lot on my table. And for the feminines who are moving jobs or moving locations, you might be moving in your own city, you might be moving into another city in your state, or you might be moving state or country this year, and it might surprise you how fast it happens. I'm in the process of beginning a move myself, and so I can tell you that it's taking a lot of my energy and time, and that's what I'm focused on right now. I'm focused on the next step forward for me in my life, and that's what's become most important. It's not that I don't think about my masculine while this is happening, it's that this is what needs to come first. This needs to be a priority, and I know ultimately this is going to move everything forward anyway. So you know that you let go, you surrender, and you trust the universe. You just trust. Guys, don't make your life all about this other person. Don't make your, you know, don't schedule your days around if this person calls, if they texted you back, when you'll be together. You're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to make this a very, very, not only impossible narrative, but also a very painful journey, more painful than it needs to be. And it's already painful because there are triggers upon triggers. Okay, this Thief card keeps coming up over and over, and I keep on putting it back because I don't want to see it. I'm going to be honest. So I want to find out why the Thief card is coming up. Toil and labor and main male. Okay, what this would tell us is, since these came out together, is the main male is the masculine. He is being humbled when it comes to work. Whereas in the past, I feel like he could just make money easily, money was abundant, and he might have taken it for granted, or he lived his life, you know, very prestigiously and in a way that he was able to flaunt his riches and flaunt his earnings. You can flaunt your earnings in a variety of ways. The house that you purchase, the car that you drive, the clothes that you wear, you know, the aura that you choose to project out into the world. And very much so, I feel like he feels like he's definitely feeling like he's overworked. That's part of what's leading to the bad health. Again, the masculines are in a falling stage. They're not in a rising stage at this time. That's going to happen for them in 2023. So he feels like he's been robbed of time. Big theme for the masculines right now. I've been robbed of time. I've been robbed of time with my divine feminine. I've been robbed of time in my life. Where has my life gone? And how did I allow it to become, how did I get to this place where I'm 40, 50, 60 years old, and all of a sudden I'm looking back on my life going, they're feeling the walls are closing in and that they don't have a lot of time left. That's what they're feeling. The walls are closing in. I don't have a lot of time left. And it's starting to make them really appreciate everything about you and about what you have told them, what you have taught them through the interactions you've had with them, however sporadic or sparse they have been. Even if it was just one interaction in the physical, the masculine's really starting to really just wonder, God, was she right about everything? And why was I so stubborn? Why was I so hesitant when she wanted to offer me the world and she was ready to commit to me? Why was I so hesitant to give her my all and my heart and you know, dedicate myself to this woman or this man? They are definitely working on, they're working on being able to come forward and offer more abundance. The Knight of Pentacles. Look how beautiful he is. They're definitely working on, I want to come forward to my feminine when I can offer her more. They're always, you know, the masculine is always sort of worried about, what can I offer my feminine? And the feminine says, you can offer me your presence and your time, your devotion and your love, none of which can be paid for monetarily. But he has to realize this for himself. He has to realize his inherent worth, his true worth. Three of Pentacles talks about wanting to work together. So the Two of Pentacles energies there with Earth energy representing Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn really speak a lot to me and tell me that the masculine is definitely in a place of wanting to provide. He wants to work together with the feminine. See the twisting happening here? It's like the DNA helix. It's the twisting of the energies, which needs to happen for that spiritual union and physical union to take place and to be successful. Now we do have the Sun card coming up for the masculines. So I kind of asked for more futuristic energies here, and we got, you know, working together with your counterpart, the masculine coming forward in a much more stabilized way, a much more grounded manner, being able to offer the feminine much more, more of a commitment and more of a devotion. If your masculine has traveled for work a lot, that's going to be slowing down quite a bit here. His life is about to slow down. As the feminines picks up here in these magic months of April through August, the masculine's world is going to slow down. And the Sun card is bringing him a lot of blessings and bounty and abundance. He just can't necessarily see it yet. He's very focused on the connection. He's very focused on becoming this prestigious man for you, this man of honor. He's focused on the stability. And he is a little bit too focused on what he has lost. He needs to focus more on what's coming and what's ahead and what's possible. So I'm going to leave this reading there, guys. I hope this has helped give you some insight into the masculine's mind and into what it is that they're dealing with right now. And I'll do a reading for the feminine soon, for the feminine's empowerment reading, which you guys really love. I will see you guys soon. Have a beautiful rest of your Saturday. Take good care.